What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Spanko, and today I'm bringing you guys an ABC deck profile. Yes, I said it, an ABC deck profile. I haven't done one of these in a while. If you guys are not following my Instagram, I want you guys to go check out the Instagram right now. The link will be in the description. It's just SpankoYGO, just my name on Instagram. If you guys didn't see, I did post at like 3 a.m. It's been multiple days where I've just been working on this deck list to make it the best ABC deck list possible that I can make for you guys. In the process, I also made some other versions of ABC. So I made like an OTK version of ABC that plays a bunch of dangers. I also made a pendulum version. If you guys want to check those out, let me know in the comment section down below and I can get those done for you guys, no problem. But so for today's video, I did want to show off the one card that is right here. Sorry, I showed you guys Galaxy Soldier. The one card that's right here, Gizmek. This is the card that literally is the reason why I stayed up trying to make this deck profile. This card is actually really cool in ABC. It lets you do some cool things. And I'll be showing you guys a little combo at the end of what this card can do for you guys. Now, the only problem with it is it's not searchable, and we'll get into it when I get into the deck profile. But if you guys enjoy these deck profiles, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. So, to start off the deck profile, you are, of course, playing Triple A Assault Core, Triple B Buster Drake, as well as Triple C Crush Wyvern. Now, people have been cutting A and C down to 2. I do not agree with this whatsoever. You guys want to see your pieces. Trust me, when you guys say they're brick in hand, whatever, there's ways around it, which is why Gizmek is actually played now, because Gizmek makes these really good normal summons now. I know before they weren't the best normal summons, but what happens is if you open like a B plus a Gizmek, you're in such a good spot. That's why you definitely want to play the 3 of each of the pieces, because they're actually very necessary to have in hand. Also, you'll see other reasons why, but Gizmek makes these really good normal summons. Now, to support, you are playing double gold gadget. I'll put these right here. Double gold gadget as well as double silver gadget. These are your also really good normal summons. If you guys don't see Gizmek, you want to see one of these, just because this normal summon will get you another special summon. If you have hanger, then you get your equip, then you can link away into a platinum gadget or whatever, and then you got your ABC combo right there. This plus any piece plus hanger is like a 1 to 2 card. It'd be like, it's more like 2 card ABC combo. So the gadgets are really good. They also float into each other when needed. So for union support, I am playing double heavy mech support armor. I know, listen, I'm proxying it, and I do not know how I don't have a second one. I literally bought these structure decks. Granted, I bought them like 4 years ago when they came out, but double heavy mech support armor, it's actually really good at 2 now. It's actually not a bad normal summon, especially with Gizmek, and I'll show you why this is not a bad normal summon later. It's with Gizmek gives you another normal summon, so this is really good. You're also playing other cards that can get this on the field. So with this normal summon, you get another piece on the field. It just helps you extend your combos a little bit more, but it's not a starter, which is why I just wanted to keep it at 2. And one card that I really like is Torque Toon Gear. I don't think I'll take this out of ABC ever. This is just because with this and Hanger, it's a full combo. There's like a full combo with Torque Toon Gear. I think I've shown it on the channel before. If not, I can maybe do another ABC combo video for you guys. I'll be showing you guys a small combo, the relevant one for this video. But if you guys want to see more ABC, like full ABC dedicated combo video, then we can do that for you as well. But so one Torque Toon Gear. Then, like I said, triple Gizmek, the Gleaming Vanguard. This card is amazing in this deck. Gives you an extra normal summon in itself as a special summon. If you guys don't know, I'll read it out for you guys real quick. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing one normal monster or normal summoned monster. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. So during your main phase, if this card was normal or special summon this turn, you can immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one monster. So the other effect is if this card is special summoned by its own effect, you gain 2050 life points, which I mean, I guess you can use in time. So this card is really good in time as well. But in the regular game state, you know, game 1, for example, if you open like a B Buster Drake, what you end up doing, and like a hanger, right? What you can do is normal summon B, then you can tribute your B to special summon Gizmek. But Gizmek will add something to your hand, and then you can get another normal summon, and from there you just have full ABC just with this card and B Buster Drake, which I'll show you guys that combo at the end of the video. But that's why Gizmek is really good. Unfortunately, it's not searchable. If this card was searchable, it'd be so good in this deck. I can't find ways. I've been literally looking for so many ways to search it. There's nothing that works with it, to be honest, unfortunately. If you guys know of any ways, like, let me know, obviously. But, you know, I spent like 2-3 nights on this deck. Trust me, I love ABC. So, like, I really wanted this to work. But so Gizmek is actually really good. Next, I'm playing double Galaxy Soldier. This is an extender. I wanted to play 3, but at 3 is just a little bit too much in my opinion. You have to discard too many cards, and you need some kind of hand to make Buster even live. So that's why I don't like to play Galaxy Soldier at 3. Now, this is another reason why I don't like to play it at 3. I'm also playing the Symphonic Warrior engine, so triple guitar as well as 1 mics. So the reason I decided to do this, and now this is where I'm getting to like, oh look, that's a lot of discards, right? Because you need to discard for guitar. But realistically, all your pieces in hand are really good discards, right? Because then you get them in the grave, which is really good for your ABC. You can make Buster. So this package has always been good in ABC, and I know it's always been good in ABC. But with Gizmek it's just a better version of these, right? However, I didn't want to cut these. Like, I really didn't want to. I tried to, but I didn't want to cut these because this is not searchable. So if you don't see Gizmek, then you're kind of stuck, right? There was no situation where I wanted to be stuck stuck where I have to like set a piece and pass, right? So with these and these, you guys are almost always guaranteed the ABC, like the full combo to make ABC Buster Dragon. So that's why I decided to play both of them. And then for extenders, I am playing some starters actually, triple Photon Thrasher as well as double Solar Windjammer. Now I know you guys might be thinking like, oh, these are like anti-synergistic because you have to control no monsters for both. Well, you have to see what scenario you're in, right? If you open Galaxy Soldier or a Gizmek, you know you can probably make Infinity, so you probably want to special summon this. Like let's say you open both of these, right? You probably want to special summon this. Whereas if you think you can make a Dweller with like extra pieces, then you summon Photon Thrasher, right? The reason I play 3 and 2 though is because I think Photon Thrasher just overall is a better card than this. It comes up more often. They're both light monsters though, which is really, really good, and that's why I decided to play it this way. Gizmek Yada also locks you into machine monsters, but that's not important with Photon Thrasher because Photon Thrasher you're going to be special summoning before you even get Gizmek on the field. So that's it for the monster count. Just these are your extenders, these are your starters, and then these are your like pieces. You have to play the 3 of each piece in my opinion. Moving on to the spell cards, we are playing triple Union Hanger as well as 1 Terraforming. Now I really wanted to play set rotation to get Union Hanger as soon as possible. This card is literally the heart and soul of the deck. Now I wanted to play set rotation like I said because you want to get to Union Hanger as soon as possible, but it forces you to run another brick in this deck, and you really can't afford to brick in this deck. I don't want to open it. Let's say you open like the other field spell. You can play any field spell, right? But the other field spell, let's say you open it, it's really not good for you. It doesn't get you anywhere. So I left it at this. This is, and like you just gotta kind of hope that you get to Hanger. There are combos where you don't need Hanger, but you know, your Hanger is obviously one of your best cards. Then I'm playing double Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is really good. It gets you into Panzer Dragon if you need to make Infinity. It's really good in that sense. Going second, it helps you get into Thousand Eyes Restricts, which also helps you break boards going second. So that's why Instant Fusion I think at 2 is really good. I am playing double Desires. I really don't like this card. I'm gonna be honest with you. Pot of Desires is a neg 9 in my opinion. I do not like this card, but you need to see cards in this deck. You need to have as much card advantage as possible. So that's why I'm playing double Pot of Desires. I should mention that this card I think is a 44 card deck, and so the reason it's 44 is because I decided to play these. I'm like, okay, I can't play 40. I don't want to play 40 on the dot. So I did play double Desires, up the count to 44. It's been working okay. It's hard to banish all your pieces. Also, if you need Desires, you can obviously use it first, but a lot of the time is you want to get your pieces out of your deck or everything you need out of your deck and then Desires, right? So that's why I play double Desires, just to, you know, get through your deck as fast as possible. Triple Call by the Grave. I wanted to cut these. I wanted to play Bells actually instead of these. And the reason I wanted to play Bells is because if you guys don't know, ABC Buster Dragon tributes itself as cost to get to the graveyard. So if your opponent, your opponent can call by the grave this and you don't special summon your pieces back. So what actually happens is with Bell, you can actually negate this getting called by the grave. But a lot of the time, your opponent, like from testing, because I mean I tested this deck for a long time, my opponent never really had the called for ABC Buster Dragon. A lot of decks don't play this really anymore. It's just not as good in the combo decks, especially in the meta right now. A lot of decks don't play this as much. You know, Orcus doesn't even play this anymore. They don't really care about like this kind of stuff. They don't care about hand traps. So that's why Call by the Grave for me was a little bit more important than Bell, because if you get ashed or ogred on your Hanger, like you just kind of like, it's huge. You do not want to lose your Hanger. Also, you didn't want to lose to like activating guitar pitching and then them ashing your guitar, because then you need the Call by the Grave for that sense. So Call by the Grave is really good in this deck because you actually really need your stuff to go off. Then for the power one-offs, Monster Reborn, Rhoda, as well as Foolish. Rhoda searches your Photon Thrasher, so essentially you're playing 4 Photon Thrashers, which is like 4 starters in this deck, which is really also really good, right? Because you don't want to lose to you not being able to special summon monsters, right? So these are really important. It is 44 cards, and that's it for the main deck. So moving on to the extra deck, you are playing double ABC Buster Dragon. Now, I did not want to play 3 Buster Dragon. The reason I didn't want to play 3 is because a lot of the time I realized that after you make your second one, you're pretty much winning the game. If you make your combo your first turn like board, you're kind of just winning the game at that point. A lot of the time, if you can make like Buster plus Infinity, it's hard for your opponent to out anyways. And then this, once you tag out the first time, will get you so much advantage. You just make Boral Sword later, and then, because Boral Sword is really easy to make in this deck. So you just make Boral Sword, and then you can just beat your opponent that way. So I never really saw myself going into the third. Third is really good if you're playing more of a grindy build. But with this combo build, I think 2 is just the perfect number. And then I'm playing 1000 Eyes and 1 Panzer, like I said, for the instant fusion targets. They're really actually important. This makes you Infinity turn 1. Turn 2, this makes you, this just helps you out your opponent's board. So 1000 Eyes and Panzer is really good. 1 Nova as well as 1 Infinity for the Ixies monsters. These are really good. And then for the last Ixies monsters, you're actually playing 1 Dweller. You can actually make this a lot of time if you don't open Gizmek. I know it's really good against the meta right now. If you open Thrasher, you can actually just make this a lot of the time and sit on like Buster plus Dweller, which is actually really, really strong in my opinion. Like that's a really good end board because now you have Buster Disruption and you have your opponent's basically not using the graveyard. So Dweller is actually insanely good in those Orcus matchups. It's really, really good. You can side stuff in obviously against Orcus like Lancias. You can side in the Cyber Dragon stuff if you want, but Dweller is just really, really good against that, and it's really not hard to make in this deck. Another card, obviously Linkuriboh, like I said, Torque Toon Gear is really good with this combo. Thousand Eyes also makes into Linkuriboh. Then, you know, your generic machine ones, Platinum Gadget as well as Cliff Genius. A lot of the time you actually go into Platinum just for the extra special summon, but you can honestly just pass on Genius sometimes. A lot of people forget that Genius also has another effect. Well, its first effect is that it's unaffected by Spotted Trap cards effects or other Link monsters, but a lot of people forget about the other effect where it's like once per turn, you can target a face-up card on either place side of the field, and then both those cards have their effects negated until the end of this turn. So Clipboard Genius is really good going second, really, because you can make that and then basically have a straight monster negate. Also, if you tag out Buster and you summon to both these arrows at the same time, you can search a level 5 or higher machine monster from your deck to your hand. So this is one of the ways, and if not the only way, you can actually search Gizmek, but you can also search Galaxy Soldier off Clifford Genius, which is why I actually enjoy, really like this card, especially going second. This card is insanely good. One Barricade Blocker, this card is really good. If you get locked into machines with Gizmek Yara, this card actually helps you, like, it's a free link too that you can make other than these two. Also, it helps you pitch a card from your hand. You actually don't need a field spell. I mean, hopefully you have the Union Hanger, but you can pitch a card from your hand with this card. So what happens is if you pitch a card, you know, you can pitch one of your pieces and then have Buster that way. So this card is really good. This is why I say going second, this deck can OTK, because one Underclock Taker, you can have Phoenix and Unicorn that you can make really easily, and then you can always just link up into Boral Sword. These two are more utility, but making this and Boral Sword is just really easy in this deck, and you can just really OTK like super easy with this deck. And that's it for pretty much the main deck. It's 15 cards in the extra deck right here. If you guys would change anything, let me know in the comment section down below. But I think this is like a perfect extra deck. The one card that I really wanted to fit in that I couldn't was Soul Flare Dragon, because Gizmek Yara as well as Galaxy Soldier are both light with 2000 attack. So you can make Soul Flare Dragon, and Soul Flare Dragon is actually a really good card. It didn't come up enough in my opinion for it to be like worth playing, so I decided to play these instead. So I'll show you guys this basic combo that if you open these three, obviously if you open Terraforming it works as well because that gets you to Union Hanger. But if you open these three, I'll show you a basic combo. Now this is also not including the fact that you could have like an extender like Photon Thrasher on your hand, or that's a starter I would say, but something like Photon Thrasher or Solar Windjammer or even Galaxy Soldier, so that could even make this board even further. But just with these three cards and let's say these two random cards right here, you can make a really pretty cool board in my opinion. So I'll put these down here. So what you'll do is you'll start off by activating your hanger and you're going to search a piece. To be honest, you don't even need to start with the B, but if you start with the B, it's even better. So let's say you search your A, okay? That's what I would do. I would just search my A right there. So what you do is normal summon B, and then what you can do here is you can activate Union Hanger to equip your C to your B. Okay, so I'll equip that. I'll just put that there. I know, sorry for the camera, guys. I'll put the hand actually somewhere over here. So now you can activate Gizmek effect to tribute your B and special summon Gizmek Yara. Now that these two are sent to the graveyard, you can go Chainlink 1B, Chainlink 2C. This way your actual B will always go off. It can't get ashed. So C will now special summon your A, and then B will add you another piece if you guys want. I think one of these pieces were A. If you guys want to add A, you can add A, but here what you could do instead is you can actually add your heavy mech support armor. So now you can activate Gizmek effect, and now because you do have an extra normal summon, you can actually normal summon a heavy mech support armor and then special summon B back from your graveyard. What you do then, because you're locked into machines, you can link away your B as well as your heavy mech support armor into your platinum gadget. So I'll show you guys a platinum gadget combo right here. So you summon platinum gadget with these two under it, doesn't matter where it is, but platinum gadget, right? B will actually now activate again, and what I would actually do now is, because you have B and C in the graveyard, is I would search you the A. So now that these are the A's, I'll just put this as another card right here. So search you the other A. So now with this hand, unfortunately, you're locked into machine type monsters. If you weren't locked into machine type monsters, it would be kind of broken because you could just make Dweller here. But what you do instead now is you can actually activate platinum gadget to special summon your A, and then link your A as well as your Yara into your barricade board blocker right here. And then now you have your ABC pieces in the graveyard. So ABC to make your Buster Dragon right over here. So now that's pretty much your board right there. And then on your opponent's turn, what you can do is now you have two cards in your hand still. Those two cards, one of them could be used for Buster, then you can tag out with Buster, and then Union Hanger is gonna go off, and then etc, etc. So this is just a really basic board when you use Yara. And to be honest with you, extra A on field is actually kind of relevant. You could leave it in your hand if you wanted to, just for like Buster to just pitch. But sometimes why this is relevant is because later on, let's say after you tag out ABC Buster, you have a bunch of pieces now on the board, and then now you can just like link climb into Boral Sword and OTK that way. Or what you could do is you could just keep this in hand. If you guys open something, like for example, if you open something like Galaxy Soldier, what you can do instead of making barricade blocker, you can actually pitch the extra piece. So there's an extra A in your hand, right? and you're in this situation right now. So what you can actually do is you can pitch the extra piece to summon Galaxy Soldier, then make Infinity plus ABC, right? So it depends all on the hand that you have, but this is just a cool things that Yada could do. If you guys want to see a full ABC combo video, let me know in the comment section down below, because then I could do that for you guys as well. So that's it for the deck profile. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like. Also, guys, there's a giveaway going on right now. I'll link the video in the description as well. It should be on the screen somewhere, so you guys can check that out. If you guys enjoyed, like I said, like this video, subscribe to the channel. And with that, guys, Spanko signing out. Peace.
My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this, cross my shit.